Hi, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making taro puff, or it's called wu gok in Chinese. Wu gok is a popular dim sum dish. Who wouldn't fall in love with that delicate, crunchy skin and the silky smooth inside filled with delicious pork filling? The filling for wu gok is the same as the one I used in my Chinese empanada video or ham soy gok video. So I will reuse the filling part of that video here and then post a link to that recipe in the description below. That Chinese empanada recipe came from a relative of mine who was a fabulous cook. It's worth checking out. So here are the filling ingredients and instructions. 1 stalk of celery, diced. 2 green onions, diced. 6 medium shrimps, shelled, deveined, and diced. 3 shiitake mushrooms, soaked and diced. 1 8-ounce can water chestnuts, drained and diced. And 1 pound of ground pork. And that's all the ingredients for the filling. Now we can cook it. Heat up the wok. As soon as you see white smoke, put in a little oil. Then put the ground pork in. Then season it with a little salt and a little white pepper as well. When the ground pork is almost cooked, push it over to one side, then add the mushrooms in. We're putting ingredients in the pan with ones that require longest cooking time first. Add a little soy sauce, then stir it around and mix it well. Then add celery and a little salt. As we add one ingredient at a time, you should always season each ingredient individually as you put it in the pan. Add some oyster sauce and mix well. Add shrimp. It cooks quickly. That's why it's one of the last ingredients to go in. Then add the water chestnuts and mix well. At this point, do a taste test to see if you have enough seasoning. Finally, add green onions and a little sesame oil. Then turn the stove off and mix well. Set it aside and let it completely cool before using it. Now let's make the skin. You need 1 pound of taro. I bought mine in a package like this. Wash and cut it into pieces. Then put it in the steamer for 20 minutes. In the meantime, let's prepare the starch. This is wheat starch. You only need 1 cup. Then boil 1 cup of water and pour it into the starch mixture and mix well. It'll form into a ball. The taro is fork tender. It's cooked through. Then put it into a large mixing bowl and mash it up. Then add 3 tablespoons of canola oil, 1 teaspoon salt, 2 teaspoons sugar, 1½ teaspoon chicken powder, 1 teaspoon white pepper, and 1 teaspoon sesame oil. Continue to mash and mix well. Then add the wheat starch ball into the mixture. Then mix and knead it for 5 to 10 minutes to make sure everything is incorporated. The size of the mixing bowl should be clean. It'll form into a big dough ball. Then cover it and let it rest in the fridge for an hour. It's been an hour. Now we can work with the dough and make little 35-gram dough balls or size of golf balls. Take a dough ball and flatten one into your palm. Then turn it over and flatten it again so that the dough is more even. This piece of dough should now be about the size of your palm. Then put it on the curve of your fingers and add a teaspoon of filling in the middle. Then pinch the middle of the dough together, then both sides. Put it on a flat surface to check to make sure the edges are sealed. Don't worry about not looking perfect right now, because once they're fried up, they get puffed up and you can't really see the shape anymore anyway. Continue wrapping the dumplings this way till the dough is used up. I was able to make 30 dumplings with this batch. I have a whole tray ready to go into the fryer. Heat up a pan of oil to about 340 to 350 degrees, or put your chopsticks in there and you'll see bubbles coming up rapidly. Then put a couple of dumplings in a ladle, making sure they're not touching each other. Slowly and carefully lower the ladle into the oil. This process helps the taro to puff up. It takes about a minute or two for it to start to puff, and it's looking like it's starting to do that. Since the dumpling is already cooked, we're just looking for the skin to turn golden brown. It'll take about 4 to 5 minutes to fry each batch. When the color is just about right, then take them out and put them on a rack to drain the oil. This is my taro puff or wu gok. As you can see, the skin is super delicate, but it packs a big crunch. As you bite into one, you're introduced to the crunchy part first. Next, you experience the delicate silky taro on the inside. Then you finally get into the middle where there's a delicious pork and shrimp filling. This dumpling looks awesome, and it tastes even better. You can find this recipe under description. Please like and subscribe. Thank you and have a great day.